requested of doing Spring 2023 seasonal anime guide. So today I'm going to show you a little bit of what's going on in this season. I have right across your screen the website called My Animalist. This is where we usually go for the latest news. I shall be going through this list and pinpointing some exquisite examples of what people should watch, in my opinion, and what I will be watching at least one episode to give it a try. I've marked in my list what I will be watching, so it's going to be easier for me to show you what I think will be of interest. First example we have is Oshinoko. Well, Oshinoko is an anime about idols. Generally, what I found interesting about it is I've read some of the first few chapters of the manga, and then I stopped when I knew the anime would come because I really liked the story. It's from Kaguya-sama's creators, and it's not necessarily what you expect. 16-year-old Ai Hoshino is a talented and beautiful idol who is adored by her fans. She is the personification of pure young maiden, but all that glitters is not gold. Goro Amemiya is a countryside gynecologist and big fan of her. So when the pregnant idol shows up at the hospital, he's beyond bewildered. Goro promises her a safe delivery, but little does he know, an encounter with a mysterious figure would result in his ultimately. Generally, with the nature of this type of story, it's really good for you to just don't know what's going to happen and just start it out. What I can recommend is watching the trailer. The studio has some other good examples of anime I've enjoyed in the past. Some of them are Sing Yesterday for me, My Senpai is Annoying, and Shikimori-san. So they are mostly slice of life anime, but they go into some depths of things, and I believe this story might be a good show for the studio to fetch, and it would be also a great opportunity for this show to make the studio more popular with their works, because they're generally anime that not everybody watch. Next up we have Tengoku Daimakyo, which in the West is called Heavenly Delusion. From everybody that I know, they're telling me this is the best anime of the season, and I might think similar stuff. It's by Production IG, which is one very talented studio, and if you watch the trailer, you bet your ass you will find quality in that. To the synopsis: within the safety of the walls, youths are raised in a nursery-style setting by robots. While life there may appear stale on the surface, the children are full of potential and curiosity. In many ways, it is like a slice of heaven. The outside world is a hellscape. It is almost entirely void of anything mechanical and is now inhabited by bizarre yet powerful supernatural beings. Maru, with the aid of Kiruko, is out there crisscrossing what was once Tokyo for heaven. But after searching for so long, maybe heaven is more of an unattainable dream than a potential reality. My only problem with this release is that it's going on Disney Plus, which is basically popularity hell for any release in the past year, which has been having some anime releases like Summertime Render, which was my 2022 anime of the year, but because of the release format, many people in the West were not aware of its release, and then it got basically popular a little bit after it ended, when people saw that it actually was good. I just hope to God that this gets more recognition. Next up, we have Jigokuraku, or Hell's Paradise, which is the newest shonen-ish release from Studio Mappa, which is basically the biggest studio releasing in current. And what caught my eye here is some of the seiyus, the voice actors for some of these characters. Like the protagonist, they have Chiaki Kobayashi, which is also the protagonist of Mashal, which is one of the anime I'm going to talk about today. We have Tetsu Inada, which is Endeavor from My Hero Academia and multiple other releases. We have Chikahiro Kobayashi, which is one of my favorite modern voice actors. He's made Legoshi from Beastars and Sugimoto from Golden Kamui. The voice talent will be spectacular. Kabimaru the Hollow, a ninja of Iwagakure village, known for being cold and emotionless, was set up by his fellow ninja in what is now Death Row. Tired of killing and betrayal, he just wants to die, but he's put somewhere to fight people. However, no method of execution works on him because as much as seemingly empathetic he is, and he refuses to admit it, he does have reasons to live. He wants to return to his wife, who was the reason why he softened up and failed to be an effective assassin. Then he's put into an expedition on an island south of Japan in search of an elixir of life in exchange for full forgiveness by the shogunate. It's not a normal island, obviously. It's believed to be a paradise, which is not. There's many mysteries, people trying to kill him, and I don't think I need to talk anymore about this one. Next one is The Dangers in My Heart. Basically a slice of life romantic comedy, but when I read this synopsis, I found it a little interesting. I really like the visuals of this one, but let me talk a little bit about it. Kyotaro Ichikawa may look like your average middle school student, but in his heart, he dreams of murder. It then must be no surprise that he wants to kill the class idol, Anna Yamada. If you watch the trailer and read the synopsis, you might be set for what might be a very sussy experience. But I may give it 1 or 2 episodes just to see if it's interesting or not. Incredibly, the studio is behind a bunch of different things, including Shin-chan, Doraemon, and my all-time favorite Capybara-san. So, if you like Capybara-san and romantic comedy and spicy action, look no further. Next one might be My Love Story with Yamada Kun at level 1999. No, 999. After her boyfriend cheats on her with another girl he met in game, she learns the hard way that gamer boyfriends can just be as bad off as the offline variety. But then she meets another guy online, which is good as. This anime is by Studio Madhouse, so it's kinda crazy that they're picking up such a simple story. But it looks to be like Watakoi and Science Fell in Love. So I might give it a couple of episodes just to see if it's good or not, or just the usual. After this we have an anime by Studio Tezuka Productions from a manga that I've been looking for some time, and I almost started reading, but when I saw it would get an anime, I just decided to wait. And our protagonist is voiced by Junichi Suwabe, which is voice actor for many popular characters like Archer from Fate and Aizawa from Boku no Hero. Manga is a seinen, so it might not appeal to everybody, but it appeals to me. Tetsuo Tosu, an ordinary salaryman, discovers his daughter has been physically abused by her boyfriend. Trying to learn about him, he uncovers the boyfriend's scheme to extort money from Reika's, which is his daughter, wealthy grandparents, and finds out that he is a member of a crime syndicate with a history of murdering his former girlfriends. Then he kills him. And then there's this entire plot of the father of the family trying to protect his family from the Yakuza. Watch the trailer, it might be nice, so I'm definitely going to watch this one. The Ancient Magus Pride Season 2 is coming. Actually, I really liked the first season. I had a poster on my wall, which I don't have anymore. But it's important to mention that there were OVAs in the past 2 years, which apparently are important to watch. The first season was made by Studio Wit, but as Studio Wit has been having some financial issues, they passed some of their bigger titles to other studios, and this one, they opened a new studio called Studio Kafka, which made exclusively the Ancient Magus Bride Season 2 and the OVAs. The first season was pretty standalone, but the second season will present many more new characters, and I just like it a lot. Dr. Stone, New World. It's the third season of Dr. Stone. They just had an OVA presenting Ryusui, which is one of the most important new characters. There isn't much to say about this if you are not a Dr. Stone fan. What I can say is it's an excellent series. Things are starting to heat up. Mashal, or Mashal, Magic and Muscles, is basically Harry Potter with the part of Mob Psycho where they go for the physical exercises. It's another shonen popular manga. It's made by Studio A1, which made Kaguya, Nier Automata, Sword Art Online. Honestly, it's one of the best and most consistent anime studios from the past few years. May not be the best anime of the season, but it will make you laugh, at least a little. I'm not even gonna read the synopsis because it is quite literally Harry Potter anime with muscles. I'm definitely going to watch it. Also, Demon Slayer is going for its third season with Swordsmith Village arc. It's the third season of Demon Slayer. If you like it, you're gonna like it. If you don't like it, you're probably going to watch it anyway because it's too quotable. This one is good. But again, it's a season 2, so if you want to watch it, naturally go watch the first part, which released last year. First, Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury. Apparently there was a time skip, even if it's small. I'm not that experienced with Gundam, but this is the first one I watched while it is being released, not including Gundam Hathaway, which are a series of films. But if you like giant robots, watch it. If you like shonen, watch it. If you like sci-fi drama, watch it. The animation is spectacular, and I'm honestly more excited for this season 2 than I was for the first season when it was going to be released. This is the last anime I'm going to talk about today, but it's probably one of the ones I'm most excited for. Insomniac's After School Kimi wa Hokako Insomnia. I'm going to the synopsis. It all started with the death of one of the astronomy club's members. From this, the rumored ghost of the club came to life. Grumpy insomniac Guntak Nakami stumbles across the moderately rebellious yet easygoing Isaki Magari in the astronomy club's abandoned observatory. Magari is jolted awake and tries to escape from the scene, only to have a broken door prevent that, forcing the two inside. The two forge an unlikely friendship, leading them to use the observatory as a safe space for them to interact. The premises seems very interesting, the visuals are great, and it's by Leiden Films, which has been getting better and better each year. And I'm excited for this, especially because they just released last year Yufukashi no Uta, which is very, very well ambience of an anime, which is like night-based with such a great aesthetic and soundtrack. Considering this is an anime about insomnia, about staying up at night, they can get this to an even further level of greatness. And this is also one of my must-watch anime of the season. So this is my general recommendations for spring 2023. I hope you all liked it. Please comment if you have any questions, if you want any opinions about any of these anime that are here but I did not mention, because I don't even have time to watch half of the ones I mentioned. Please remember to subscribe, like, share with your friends, ring the bell, and watch anime, because it's really nice and it's a good coping method.